www.radioteenspuebla.com.
Teens Puebla, transmitiendo para tus sentidos.
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? ¿Cómo están? Yo soy Fátima Almaraz y el día de hoy me encuentro en una conferencia de prensa de la nueva película de Dumbo. Entonces estoy muy emocionada porque vienen muchas sorpresas, vienen invitados como Danny DeVito. Yo la verdad estoy muy emocionada y muchas gracias Radio Teens Puebla por tomarme en cuenta para esta ocasión, para este llamado. Quédense toda la cápsula porque les aseguro que va a estar muy padre. Los invito a seguirme en mis redes sociales como Fátima Almaraz en Facebook y Almaraz_oficial en Instagram, y obviamente las de Radio Teens Puebla nos encuentran como Radio Teens Puebla o Radio Teens Puebla. Así que pues quédense todo el video, va a estar muy padre.
It's been a while. I know I shot Romantic Stone. I shot Romantic Stone in all over Mexico, and I spent a bunch of time in Mexico City when we were doing that. But that was many years ago. I don't think I've been here since. It's so beautiful. It's really great. I love coming. The countryside looked really great, and yesterday was really nice. I had great Mexican food.
What did you have?
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I had some tacos and, of course, and some tostada and some, and some fish that was beautifully grilled.
Yeah, fish.
You know, I stayed in, in Veracruz for a while. We were shooting down there. And I remember that was a really special kind of fish down there, fish stick. And I was in also Jalapa and Cuernavaca. That was good, really nice. There's roses in Cuernavaca.
Yeah, prime roses. Mr. DeVito, what did you felt when Disney Pictures called you to be part of this classic 1941 Dumbo?
Okay, well, I'm a big fan of Dumbo's. I've always been a fan of Dumbo. And, both very moved by that 63-minute cartoon when I was a little kid. That was one of my favorite Disney movies. And it was when Tim called and said he was doing this. I was doing a play in New York, and I thought, my God, I don't know if we're going to be able to commit. It was overlapping the schedules, this and that. But I read the script. I love the part. The part that Medici is. If you saw Big Fish, it's similar to Big Fish. The circus owner, and also, so we had the circus in Batman Returns. I had a lot of circus folk in Batman, so this is kind of like would be the trilogy that we finish up, him and I. And so it didn't look like I was going to be able to do the movie because I was in New York with the play. And then you know how it is with movies. I mean, this is a common story. They get pushed. So, something happens. Something falls out, some kind of location or something happens, and they say, okay, well, you're scheduled to do it on such and such day, and now, unfortunately, we got to move it 2 weeks. Well, in my case, moving it 3 or 4 weeks was perfect. So I got to do Dumbo. Yeah, I got to go to London. I spent 3 months there. It was really, really glorious. I had a great time.
Great time, and the great time for us is to have you here. So
thank you very much.
Mr. DeVito,
I must say that was quite an entrance.
De este lado, dándonos el programa de Almaraz, bienvenido. Quisiera saber qué nos
poco la ambientación que hizo Tim Burton, que ya apreciamos el trailer y no lo sentimos tan oscuro como nos tiene acostumbrados el director.
She's saying that she would like to know how it's like the movie. So Tim Burton, because they have saw the trailer, but they don't feel it like that kind of obscure as Tim Burton's touch in Dumbo.
Yeah.
What can you say about that?
No, did you see the movie? Yeah. Some sort of movie. Okay, so the idea is that there's the magic that Tim brings is in the movie. It's big time, all over the movie. Tim Burton is all over this picture. The thing about it is that this is a story for old people, young people, kids of all ages. It has Tim's magical vision, all of the things that you would imagine how Tim would handle the subject. There are less, what would you call, brooding, darker things in the movie. It's not in that. There are like sadnesses, and there are emotional moments and things that, you know, but it's not overbearing or he did. I think he really worked to keep it on an even playing field so that you could take your 3-year-olds to the movie and the 5-year-olds and also your grandparents. So.
That's it.
Yeah.
Next question. That if you went to something different with this movie Dumbo, within other kind of movies that you've done, like a challenge, a different challenge than Dumbo?
Well, every movie you do is a challenge in some way. This was like an experience of like joy and fun, and I embraced this big time with Tim. You want to be there for him, so that's not a challenge, but actors do. We go all over and do whatever we have to do to serve the director's vision, the writer's vision, and in this case, you have a responsibility also to make sure that it's going to be fun and bright and good for children and good for the Disney feeling, you know. So I guess that was the biggest challenge, but it was more of Tim's challenge than mine. I went and had, like I said, 3 months of really a lot of fun hanging out. The sets were like nothing I've ever been involved with before. Just beautiful. The amount of people there, the clowns, the jugglers, everybody did it. They all did it. They were all very, very talented circus performers.
Because that was it, right? They were like real circus people doing the movie.
Absolutely. You know, all the people you see in the movie, except for those 4 clowns. The other people could do things like balance chairs, stand on, tumbling, high wire racks, all the things, blowing fire, doing all the things that we love to see in a circus. And then we didn't have any animals. The only animals we had on the set were the little doggies that he took the poodles and he painted them different colors. You know, it was very, very funny. One day he released the dogs out and they ran out. We hadn't seen them before. And they just came out, they were green and red and yellow, and they were really amazing. And then, of course, Dumbo wasn't there either. Dumbo came, he's very, very, as a movie star, he didn't come right away to the movie. He had to wait for Dumbo. So we all waited around and Dumbo finally showed up. In the movie, not in the set.
What has changed, like the evolution of your work progress
process with him? Yeah, together.
Yeah. Well, it's a great question. Like the first time I met Tim was in his office in California, and I was astounded by. I knew he was an artist, and I knew that he went to Cal Arts, and he got a reputation of being. And I'd seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I'd seen Beetlejuice, and so I went in just in awe of all the drawings and the way he communicates, basically, which is sometimes there are other directors who do this. They communicate with visuals. It's a lot of look at this. This is the way I see that. This is the way I see this. So there was a lot of what you call catching up to him as an actor to find out how he worked, and that happened during Batman, and we had a great time during that. And then from then on, how it evolved is it was more, in the very beginning, I was not skeptical, but I just wanted to see, you needed to show me more and show me how the Penguin was going to be and how we were going to approach it and how operatic it was and how big it was and what kind of. And then as we went along, I got more and more comfortable with the fact that the way Tim communicates is in visuals. He shows you he draws all the characters and kind of fits them together, and you get the feeling once you combine that with the script. Then the thing about it is on this movie where I took a big leap with him, because a big part of it for me on this film was watching him work. So like, you're an actor and you go into you're an actor. Just check it. Yeah, I think so. Don't print the picture. So you're an actor, and you go out there and you come to work and you put your makeup on, your costume, and you do the whole routine, and then you go do your job and you leave. And I felt like with this movie, I didn't want to leave. I really went to work early. I got there, got in my costume, I went down to the set, and the set was basically, it was huge soundstage in London. There were 5 sound stages, and you watch him paint with characters and things and props and moving big, train cars, and seriously creating the frame with all these visual things, and then then you fit in. But like I said, my next movie that we'll do together, I will be really a pain in the neck. I'm gonna stay with him all the time. He'll say, "Danny, what are you doing here?" Because I love being around him and I love watching him work.
It's a genius.
I wouldn't say genius, no.
Quiero saber, una persona como tú, que tiene una carrera como la que tienes, ¿qué tiene que tener un proyecto para trabajar en él? Gracias.
You're such a legend in films. What does a project has to have so you can say yes to that project?
Well, certainly if a person that I've been working with for many years, like Tim, comes to me and says, I want you to do this very esoteric thing. It's just you and 3 tables and a lamp. I probably would do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like family to me. So it's got to do with the people you work with. It's got to do with the project, the character that you're going to play. This one was lots of fun. I could just, rant and rave, and I love doing that. And and I got to work with Michael again. We worked together 3 times, Michael and I. But anyway, it's the people you work with, to answer your question, the material, and how you feel about the character. you know, how close, how can you get inside the character? If there's a way in, it's good to do. And that's usually my criteria. And you know, if I feel like I want to work.
So, for example, Mr. DeVito, you have had the opportunity to work with Michael Keaton and with Tim Burton. Do you have like any saying during the process with your work in the film, or not? Or you have to say?
I don't shut up. I talk a lot. I talk, you know, I put my 2 cents in. I say things, and that's what I mean. I try to not, you know, I try to stay back, but I have a big mouth, so I just keep going, you know, talking about stuff. But they're very receptive about things, you know. So, and we have a good relationship.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Siguiente pregunta.
Very first thing that comes to my mind is joy, happiness.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Great movies, for real.
Thank you.
I wonder what things make you happy.
Oh gosh, well, I have 3 children. Make me very happy. I live in a nice place in California. It's very, you know, I was born in New Jersey. I wasn't crazy about waking up every morning in the cold and going out in the, you know, the snow. It's not right for me. I like it here better, this climate. You know, I like that. That makes me happy. I know we need rain, but I'd rather it be a sunny day and I sit outside and take all my clothes off.
I asked you about celebrating what makes it different. What do you think it means to make a movie like this now, in a time where we're so encouraged to embrace diversity?
Yes, I think it's a very, very important movie for now. I mean, it's a wonderful movie, and I'm so excited to be part of it. There are themes in the movie that we all are experiencing now in our lives that are happening in our country and in various countries all across the planet, where there's divisiveness, there's a xenophobia, there's an incredible focus, mainly because of the leaders that we elect in our countries. Because we're supposed to look up to them and they're supposed to bring us together, and they actually separate us because they feel like they can have more power over us if we're divided. So we not to get into all of that stuff, but seriously, in this movie, there's this creature that's born, just like any one of us, with various traits. You know, it's beautiful joy. Medici, I took Mrs. Jumbo, I bought Mrs. Jumbo. I knew she was pregnant. I knew that we were going to have a baby. I didn't know what the baby was going to look like. And I also react in a very, you know, kind of standoffish way at this little innocent baby, this beautiful, innocent creature, because it's different. It has, you know, his attributes. It's just different than everybody else. And so I think it's a lesson now for not only adults to realize that what we're exposing our children to, and how we have to be very, very conscious about educating our children, helping them understand that because somebody is different, that does not mean that they are useless or not value in our, and don't have intrinsic value, human values that we all possess. So we have to, and then for children, the kids to see the movie is very important because they get that same message. And what we have to do is reinforce that message so that everybody knows we're all human beings and we embrace each other. Like a little animal with big ears can't, you know, has to be ostracized, has to be looked at in a kind of an odd way. But in our wonderful movie and our story that we've loved all these years of Dumbo, we've always told the same story, that you can overcome things that you seem to be detriments to you, and also use them as attributes, as very positive things, and change your life. So be who you are, understand who you are, stand up for who you are, and we should make everybody know that that's the way we should operate as human beings on this planet.
¿cuál es el atractivo para las nuevas generaciones? Porque están acostumbradas a las guerras espaciales, a los efectos, a dinosaurios, verlos en la película, pero ¿cuál es el atractivo de Dumbo? ¿Cuál es el atractivo de esta película para estas nuevas generaciones que lo cautive como nos cautivó a varias generaciones atrás?
Well, what's Dumbo's key in this film, you know, to this new generation? Because new generations are like so into special effects and everything is like lightning and so different. What's that key that Dumbo is going to capture the new generations?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it's heart. It's like inside, it's what's inside everybody. It could be, you know, like sometimes you see a superhero movie or what you say, lightning and this, that, the other, like that would be like shocking and fun and really exciting to see. And this turns you inside, so that it's not just an exterior feeling. This is something that you can relate to in your heart. And you can understand this in your heart. So I'm hoping that that's what this speaks to with all the kids who normally would like a diversity, normally would like to see, I think a lot of kids like to see, you know, all the video games and all the craziness and all the superheroes and everything exploding and whatnot. And that's all fun too. I like to see that too, but I think it's there's a place in your life and in your heart for Dumbo, big place, and I think it's going to mean a lot to kids when they see the movie. I made a movie called Matilda, which was a while ago, and the movie is now everybody has seen Matilda. Basically, all the kids watch it and they all love it, and she's a girl who was like kind of put in a spot with her father and mother, and they didn't treat her like she had any value. And so I think, even though there's not a lot of explosions, and there's not a lot of like car chases and whatever in that movie, that movie resonates over the years, and it becomes a favorite, and the kids pass it on to their little brothers and sisters, and so I think that's what's going to happen with Dumbo.
And it's a great chance to connect, you know, with our inner maybe insecurities, you know, and to be aware that families bound or bondings are the special things in life.
That's another thing in the movie with families, with Colin's family and his children, and the other thing is that the circus is also a metaphor for the family, because we kept the kids, even though he went to war, his wife passed away in an epidemic. The family of the circus kept the kids solid. Those kids are really, you know, absolutely great kids, and they care about. And then when Dumbo comes into their lives, they're really the ones who recognize his value and understand that everybody should be looked at for what's inside of them, rather than just the way they appear to us, and albeit different in the fact that he's got the ears.
How is Ringmaster Max different from the rest?
Well, you know, the thing about it is, I think in Dumbo we explore a little bit more of the economic situation of Max Medici. Max Medici is trying to make ends meet. He's trying to keep everybody in the circus getting a paycheck, getting you know, doing what they love doing, keeping them together. He's trying to democratize the whole thing so that everybody does, you know, everybody chips in and does their part and more. And so he's the glue. You know, I feel like this is the first time in all of well, Penguin I was pretty evil, and in Big Fish I was a werewolf, and I also this character is a little bit more like a small business owner, and I think that was like attractive to me too, because of course the whole idea of the small business being swallowed up by the big business, which is that guy down the end. You know, Michael was the good guy in Batman. but I'm
But those who are close
Dumbo.
Mr. DeVito, Dumbo needs a feather to fly.
Yeah.
What's Mr. DeVito's feather to fly?
You guys. I need you. In other words. You're my feather. I need you guys to fly. Because if I just did this alone, it would be no fun. I don't think I could do it. In fact, I know that I staged that fall. You thought I did it. You thought it was a fall. I really did that. That was a stunt. That was good acting. I did that for no, but seriously, I think the feather for us is like that realization when you do something, whether it's in your home or your business or your passion, whatever it is, and you feel like there's somebody on the receiving end. And that feather is somebody that you really need to fly. I mean, I probably could do a scene from a movie and without showing it to you, but it's so much more fun when I share it with you. So it's kind of nice to have the inspiration, knowing that you're there, helping me along. So I appreciate it. Thank you. For us, it's like that realization when you do something, whether it's in your home, your business, your passion, whatever it is.
Danny! Over your left, please.
Danny, right here, please. Danny!
Over your left.
Danny!
Y bueno amigos, esto ha sido todo. Yo la verdad pues me emocioné muchísimo al conocerlo, ya que pues ha participado en películas pues muy importantes. Por ejemplo, mi mamá me comentaba lo de Los Simpson y yo pues al verlo en Matilda sí es algo muy bonito. Muchas gracias nuevamente por la invitación. Espero les haya gustado y pues sí vayan a ver la película porque pues es un clásico, se ve que va a estar muy padre. Así que pues para que la vayan a ver, próximamente va a salir en cines, para que estén muy pendientes. Bueno, espero les haya gustado. Los invito a seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales como Radio Teens Puebla, y a mí me pueden encontrar en mi Facebook oficial como Fátima Almaraz y en mi Instagram oficial como Almaraz_oficial. Y bueno, nos vemos a la próxima. Bye.